have that men that are looking for a lifetime commitment, aka marriage, they're looking for. So they go in places where it exists. Just because you don't know how to cook, you don't know how to clean, you're not very nurturing, there's nothing feminine about you, all you do is argue, you think you're better than, you say I don't need no man all the time, and now the men are leaving. They got the cue. Okay.
Ladies, listen to me. Hear me out. One of the worst lines you could ever say in your life. I'm going to save some of your lives tonight. Hear me out. One of the worst lines you could ever say in your life is, I don't need no man. I want one, but I don't need one. That's a free gem.
I got my swag right, feeling crispy clean. Girl, I'm the flyest mother you've ever seen. So much money I can't fit.
Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast. Y'all already know I'm your host, Michael May, and today we're going to get right into it. Today we're going to be reacting to I Love Tribe of Men. This guy right here is hilarious. I think he's very sarcastic and he's clever, he's quick, he's real quick. He's on point with a lot of things, man. And I think he's somebody that he's gonna take over real soon, along with the coach Greg Adams. I already know that's my guy. But let's get right into this. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, man. I'm back full fledged. I'm gonna start knocking out videos every single day for y'all. Y'all already know what time it is. Let's go.
Phenomenon of the passport.
And today they're speaking about the passport bros. Let's go.
Hi folks, the PHILIPPINE here.
Hi.
And today's question is, what do women think of men who leave their home countries to seek love in foreign lands? Well, apparently there's quite a war of words going on between a certain segment of Western women and men who pursue international relationships. It seems there's a lot of animosity against these guys.
Oh yeah, there really is. You have a lot of women who are upset that men are leaving here seeking love elsewhere. It's equivalent to when all these chicks found out that Russell Wilson got with Sierra. Do you know why women were so mad? Because Russell was one of the last good guys. The last good guys. Last good examples of men, according to them. So when he got with a 304, women lost their mind. They lost their minds. Y'all already know what 304 is. 304, turn it upside down. Y'all already know. So they're like, why? So when women feel like they're losing their leverage, they're losing what's theirs and their opportunities, you're going to expect backlash.
With name-calling and outrageous accusations. The conflict centers
Fair use. Big shout out to the tribe.
around a movement called the Passport Bros, who are typically black guys who have gotten fed up with the situation in the West and decided to look elsewhere for a happy life. Now, even though the Passport Bros are mostly African Americans, I think you'll recognize the
Oh, well, she got that part wrong. Passport bros, there is no skin color.
There is
It's
no skin
just
color.
Bros in the West taking off. We come
Right. There is no skin color. You got men of all cultures leaving, seeking women from other places.
in all shapes, forms, and sizes, baby. All skin tones. It must be very popular in the black community, though, if she's referencing it. There must be some black creators talking about Passport Bros often.
same tactics being used to shame any guy who dares to dream of finding a better mate overseas. So what are these women saying about the men?
What are they saying?
Passport bros go to third world countries and
Bruh. Please. Nobody in the West is trying to lock you down. Let's be real here.
Yo, this guy right here. Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm going to try to get through this video. This guy is hilarious. Listen to me. He said, bruh. He said, yo, I got to get my stream deck up and running. He said, bruh. Yo, D, this guy's hilarious. It's true, though.
Of course, this is the one that gets angry, is talking shit about people.
Remember the last video? Remember I told you? There's a look. There's a look.
Men leaving the West. For women, that way appropriate.
Purchase little girls and turn her into a breeding mare. They're little girls. Bruh. You're sick.
Hey, who you calling a little girl?
Life hack.
Yo, come on with the commercials, man. Y'all know I don't do retakes, man. Yo, that's hilarious.
Was coming from. It sounds like the guys just want to find greener pastures, and their women don't seem to like him very.
You see how she's sitting here? Oh, these guys want these little girls. No. There are women of all ages in other countries. Yeah, like women always try to go to the extreme. Like, oh, because you want these little girls who, like, come on. Listen, it's up already. The gig is up. Nobody cares what you have to say about this anymore. You're not going to shame men no more into being, oh my gosh. Oof.
Very much anyway. So what's the problem? Well, let's listen to how one woman describes the passport bro phenomenon.
Black women, are you ready? Apparently there's a group of, you guessed it, black men who have grown weary.
Wow. So this has really gotten black women salty.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
The bros on that side of the aisle are taking off in mass, baby. Kevin.
Right. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I know a lot of my homies who, they probably spent like six minutes in this country a month.
Samuels woke something up in everybody, eh? Know your worth. Applies to men too now. And their worth is taking overseas. Ooh.
Of the quote control that black.
Ladies, did you know? Even a man with a regular job, as long as he's hardworking, comes home and provides for you, that's a good man. We're not getting into that today. That's today. Let's focus.
Women have over them. So they've decided to seek dominance elsewhere, and that's in the form of traveling to third world countries to seek a bride. What's at play here is that these dusty, mediocre at best so-called men.
Damn. Do you see the seething anger, the hatred? To all my black passport bros, I'm sorry you got to deal with this shit.
You see the dusty, mediocre at best, like, they try. It doesn't matter, ladies. The guys, I keep telling y'all, these guys are gone. Men are gone. You have
getting defaulted, dusty, mediocre at best, so-called men. And they fucking can't, they're so blind they can't even see that talking like this is the reason men don't want to date them.
Right.
They are taking off overseas. When you have masculine energy like this and hatred, nobody wants to deal with you.
Right.
Let alone marry you. Nobody wants to even pass you around, dude,
right.
for fun. And they're always referring to these countries as third world at best. No, dude. If you have money, these countries are basically the first world. You can't tell any difference. Yes, their ghettos and their poverty may look far worse than here, but it's no difference in the nice areas. You can't.
Hi, I'm Michael May. I'm from the Bronx, New York, where there are nice areas like Throgs Neck. There are nice areas like by Westchester Square, then by Pelham Bay, City Island, and then there are areas like Soundview, at times Castle Hill, Eden Wall Projects, Co-op City, there's good and bad places everywhere. So hear me out. I'm one of a guy that I knew lived in Brooklyn one time. I've been to Brooklyn. I've been to many different places in Brooklyn, obviously. But I've never been to this one particular area in Brooklyn, right? This area looked like a breeding ground for the homeless. Like they gave this whole area to the homeless people to go there and just set up a tent. Like it looked crazy. And this is in New York City. You know the song Jay-Z was talking about in New York, concrete jungle where things are made of. Yeah, in New York. See, hear me out. You know what it is? A lot of y'all think that here in New York, and you see the lights stop spreading the news. I'm leaving today. And y'all sit there and y'all see the lights. You know how small of a part of New York City that is? That is such a small part. That is like from like 86th Street down to like, I don't even want to say 27. I always say like 34th Street. That's like a 40 block east and west of the water. Like, it's a very small window. Come on, man. Let's keep going.
Can't tell.
I could be here all day. I could do this all day.
America. And they think these people are like so destitute that they have nothing. Like they're like sleeping on dirt floors and it's so decrepit. And these guys are coming in here all predatory and whisking away these people that have that's not how it works, dude.
It's
these
not.
People are living very nice, content lives.
Right.
They just have traditional values that you don't have. That men that are looking for a lifetime commitment, aka marriage, they're looking for. So they go in places where it exists. Just because you don't know how to cook, you don't know how to clean, you're not very nurturing, there's nothing feminine about you, all you do is argue, you think you're better than, you say I don't need no man all the time, and now the men are leaving. They got the cue. Okay.
Ladies, listen to me. Hear me out. One of the worst lines you could ever say in your life. I'm going to save some of your lives tonight. Hear me out. One of the worst lines you could ever say in your life is, I don't need no man. I want one, but I don't need one. That's a free gem.
Cool. You don't need me. You don't want to start a family. You don't want to be, quote, held down. And I'm not looking to get my pockets fleeced in the West. So I'm out. I'm dipping. There's better women that will treat me right, will treat me with respect.
Right.
I'm leaving. It has nothing to do with third world. It has everything to do with values and tradition.
Have finally come to the realization that black women are no longer willing to settle for the bare minimum and are choosing to stay single and maintain their peace.
So
they look so happy dancing by themselves with no man like this. They just dancing by themselves with no man or single. Ready to mingle. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
it's peaceful for them to stay single and they're no longer settling for the bare minimum. So why are you so fucking bothered by men leaving then? If it's the Dusties leaving, that don't mean shit and you would never date them here in the West.
Let the Dusties leave.
Care.
Right.
Isn't it weird how they're obsessed, dude? They can't stop focusing on what men are doing. If a man's leaving the country, exiting from the game, why the fuck does it matter to you?
Right.
If you're a woman and you're unbothered by the Dusties and you're happy and at peace by yourself, you sure are obsessed with all these people exiting and finding happiness overseas because you're not happy. You hate it. It's the crabs in a bucket mentality. They can't stand to see a motherfucker happy without them.
Now, let's not forget, I always tell you guys, you not being a man in a relationship, married, spending money on a woman, the powers that be that run these 50 plus whatever states, they're not happy with that. This is the reason why they want to do a bachelor tax. They want to do things of this nature. Why? So that way we're almost going to be like forced. Yeah, that's a whole nother video. You're not ready for that.
They can't, bro. If you're not happy with me, you can't be happy at all. So seeing a black man or whatever man
Right, and ladies, please stop doing that. You think because a man is not with you, he's never going to be happy. Maybe it's you that he wasn't happy with. And a lot of y'all women, you guys see what's going on in the news. You see all these guys getting, poked up and all that because they lady gets jealous because they moved on to another person.
Becoming a password, bro. Going overseas and finding a woman, making her his wife and starting a family and being happy and content, smiling in all his pictures, enjoying life, has them seething. How could he do this? He had to go find a lesser woman. You see, and this is the part that what would you call them? The sisterhood doesn't even say out loud. They think the women in these, quote, third world countries are less than. They're valued less because I have a job in the West. I earn money. I went to school. I'm a boss babe. I'm an independent queen. You're just a stay-at-home wife. Like, you just want to be at home and cook for your man and have kids and nurture them and create upstanding citizens of society? Like, taking us back. L's, sis. No, you're the one taking L's, you bum.
Right.
That's why you're on here making videos crying about men. Leave it.
Right.
And finding greener pastures. They hate it, boys.
Fellas, they don't listen. You being happy is not something that is celebrated in most women areas and in women's circles. You have to know that.
People always ask me, first thing they ask me is
CT.
Why the big
big homie.
Why?
Gotta skip
If divesting to desperate and disenfranchised women is so great, why do you all have to make an announcement? A grand announcement? Oh, I know why. Because you actually think that this will hurt black women. So, sayonara, arrivederci, adios.
Okay, so the undesirable, dusty, mediocre, at best, so-called men want to get away from you? I wonder why they want to do that. You sound really sweet and not bitter at all. As for why the passport bros want to announce their intentions,
we just said that. This is a fact. Why do you think men want to get away from women like this?
maybe they're not trying to hurt women. They're just letting other men know that leaving is an option. Perfect. But if you want to make it all about you, be my guest. So how does this next lady describe the movement?
I am not mad about black men getting their
She's not mad. Proceeds to show us just how mad she is. Watch.
passports and paying to play overseas. I just truly want to help these men to see logic and reason. A man that's looking to marry.
Logic and reason.
First of all, logic and reason most women don't possess. They deal in emotions. Let's just be clear.
The woman's going to tell us about that, boys. Passport bros. You guys are killing it,
Right.
dude. I didn't know there was so much anger directed
Yep.
at passport bros already. The movement hasn't even begun
Right.
to become
It hasn't really yet. Exactly. It hasn't become mainstream yet. It's on its way.
mainstream. And already, dude, they're making videos about how you're a bum, dusty predator. You're taking advantage of these destitute third world slaves. Shut your ass up.
A foreign woman went to an event wearing a top hat. Brother, are you serious? You look ridiculous. And you're clearly
Remember what Kevin Samuels always said: sign language, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. This is how women tend to deal with things. They gotta shame you, insult you, make you feel guilty for what you're doing because they need to be right.
undesirable, but I'm sure that you've blamed black women for your lack of what it takes to attract them. But you want to go overseas where women are unaware culturally of your nature and pay them to pretend while you give them nothing but money and a wet behind. They aren't marrying these women. The men in this movement are largely undesirables.
Look at the guy. Look at the guy that she chooses to use right here. But why doesn't she say things like Kevin Samuels? Why doesn't she say Myron Gaines and Fresh and Fit? Why doesn't they say Donovan Sharp? The guys going across seas don't look like this. This is pathetic. Like, she's literally trying to make it seem as if, come on. These guys, the lies that they tell you, I'm trying to tell you, man.
Or men that want to use a woman freely without her giving any pushback. No.
Bro, what are you on, lady? The women in the West get used voluntarily by sleeping with Chad and not asking for commitment. And then
Ladies, this is correct. Hear me out. How do you get mad? Like, oh, you want to take advantage of women and XYZ. Ladies, most of you slept with men without no commitment. Nobody married you. Nobody, and what I mean by commitment, I mean marriage. Yes, like you are my woman. This is what it is. There's a ring on your finger. Like until that happens, we don't want to hear nothing about it. But this is the problem. A lot of y'all are sleeping with all these guys outside of a relationship. Then you want to come here with this bullshit right here.
Then you become this person, super fucking bitter, because
Right.
the dating game is lopsided for high quality men. They're the ones winning, and your ass is losing. And the undesirables, aka the invisible class of men you wouldn't even dare talk to.
Right. The guys that are undesirable, you don't want to talk to them. So you want to chase the top guys, the alpha guys, the powerful guys, the influential guys. You know what I'm saying? So you have to expect certain outcomes with these guys.
Is now the ones that are pissing you off because the good, where all the good men gone? I'm 30 plus now, and I can't, every good man I talk to is just running overseas with a passport and finding a woman that weighs half as much, twice as pretty, and way more fit for a family.
Yep.
Oops. Bruh.
Well, I'm not mad that certain men have decided to go out of the country looking for their next victim. I'm completely okay.
Bro, you see the language here? The shaming, like looking for their next victim. Jesus Christ.
Okay with that.
I'm getting some mixed signals here. You say you're fine if the men want to leave, but then you call him ridiculous, clearly undesirable.
This is what we need women to do. We need more women to stand up and say, y'all just sound like bitter, unhappy women. Like you women, listen, fellas, if you're really paying attention, women tend to contradict themselves 90% of the times.
And claim they're just using women. You say you're just trying to help, but that sounds more like an attack. So maybe you do care, just a little. And you say men don't come here for real relationships, but that's just not true. My cousin married a passport bro, and they've been happy for years. So why are these women misrepresenting the guys who want to leave? Well, after watching a few more of their videos, I started to notice some common tactics.
The trend.
The passport bros are dehumanizing women to the point of basically being used for their uterus and domestic capacity. The passport bros want to put them to work in the bedroom and the home.
Dehumanizing?
I've traveled the world for the past year asking one.
I definitely got to see that movie though.
What is a woman?
Ah, yes, the claim that the guys are coming over here so they can turn women into slaves and force us to work in the bedroom while they impregnate us. Diabolical. You seem to think we're mindless idiots with no will of our own. We might be...
That is the problem. Y'all women think that other women of other cultures, other countries are like just like dumb women. It's pathetic.
Traditional women, but we're not empty-headed. You may not know this, but in the Philippines, women actually have quite a bit of say-so in the household. Just talk to some of the foreigners that are married to us. But I suppose you know my culture better than I do, right?
Women in the house, when they run the house, it's theirs to run. It is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you got to make sure that all the laws stay in place, that's set. But if she's running day to day, it is what it is, fellas.
And as far as turning us into incubators, you've got that completely backwards. 99% of the time, it's the Filipina begging the foreigner to have a baby. Where are you getting this stuff from? Next.
But you have to understand, a lot of us, 46, be 47 soon, each day that goes by makes me more grateful that I'm divorced. I thank God every day that I'm divorced. If you want to get your passport and go overseas, you're welcome to it. Bye. I mean, maybe there you'll find women who are okay with being treated like doormats. I don't know.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sure you're very happy with your choices. And the way you've carefully crafted your life to end up alone. But you think foreign guys treat us like doormats?
But you have to understand.
See this? See this? 46. Us 46 and she's out of the dating market. All she's good for right now is a good couple of nights. Fellas, we tell y'all this all the time.
Dan, a lot of us, 46, be 47 soon. Each day that goes by makes me more grateful that I'm divorced. I thank God every day that I'm divorced. If you want to get your passport and go overseas, you're welcome to it. Bye. I mean, maybe there you'll find women who are okay with being treated like doormats. I don't know.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sure you're very happy with your choices.
The coping.
And the way you've carefully crafted your life to end up alone. But you think foreign guys?
Did you hear what she just said? Shots fired. Did you hear what she said? Yeah, cause you perfectly crafted your life to be alone. Shots fired. Reload. Ringo, what up, man?
Treat us like doormats? Lady, you have no clue. Foreigners have the general reputation of being more caring and attentive than anything we've ever known. Who told you otherwise?
Right.
Or maybe you're just making assumptions
Right.
again. What else you got?
Passport bros are nothing but a bunch of pedophiles who's traveling across the world to get.
Look at the allies, the man.
First of all, look at this dude. Look at this dude. What chick is here? Is here? Look at this guy. Who wants this man? Get this nigga the fuck out. Yo. See, this is the problem. It's always dudes like this. Dudes like him. It's a bunch of pedophiles.
And feminist. Oh my god, bro. Look at him. He's such a nice guy, boys. He's so gonna get laid by being a male feminist.
Right.
This guy has like 10 OnlyFans accounts. He feels like he's empowering women and he's supporting 10 moms. Fellas, pay attention. What chick wants this man right here? Chicks will sit there and be like, oh, he's a good man. I want him. And guess what? She'll end up with him. And guess what happens? The very next day, she'll end up sleeping with somebody like me. Somebody like the guy right here on the screen. Like, right over here. Like, look at this. Look at. Shut up. Damn, we need to help men get testosterone levels back up.
Right. Y'all dudes is soft, man.
Dude.
Young girls. It's pedophilia tourism.
Nothing but pedophiles? Nothing but? Which means that all the guys who look for partners outside their country are pedophiles? That's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. But you made the claim, so you have the burden of backing it up. So please, give us the evidence. Show your data.
Right.
I've been living here 30 years, and the women that foreigners choose are adults like me. And in case you didn't know, buying little girls is completely illegal. The fact is...
Low T alert. We need to make a sound with something like that.
The vast majority of passport bros are coming here for a real relationship with a woman, not to molest a child. What's wrong with you? And why would you accuse your own man like that?
It's 2022. You're
Pause. Take a look again. It's a look. Have you noticed? It's a certain look. Do you think men are settling down with this? Have you noticed? They all look a certain
Look,
way.
I'm moving the cursor.
Old. The carousel, the ride has...
Nobody's settling down with this lady right here. Remember, look at the women. You're not listening to me. I've been telling y'all for the longest time. It's these women. See, there are more of these women out there than there are beautiful women. Let's be clear. There are more women like this than there are gorgeous women in the world. But let's keep going.
Ended. You got tossed off and now you're bitter.
talking about a freaking passport. I've had one of these since I was 2. Y'all were acting like they just came up with these in 2022. I'm gonna go over and get me a woman, be able to abuse her. Ain't nobody gonna do. Do y'all understand how people feel about Americans? That just goes to show you ain't been nowhere. So y'all think y'all
abuse, shaming. Listen to the shaming language, fellas. Words mean something.
run your broke asses over to other countries and they go, oh, these some black kings from America. Most people don't like Americans. They think that we are overrated. They think that we're better than everybody else. They don't like us. They don't like us. They sure not gonna like you if they know that you're getting your passport so you can come over there and abuse them.
You see that energy? She went overseas with that energy and nobody liked her. Damn, she's bitter. Why are you so angry? Why are you so mad?
Right.
If these guys are dusties, why?
Right.
Does it bother you so much? that you didn't get picked.
She's triggered.
Oh, wait, that is the exact reason. You didn't get picked by anybody. You're alone, and you're old, and you're collecting dogs and cats, and no man wants to settle down with you. So now you got to spew the anger everywhere at any man.
They're women that as a black man, if you want to roll up in some of these other countries and try to abuse their sisters and their daughters and their nieces and their mothers and taking them out, toe tagging 4.5 of them a day, you know what's going to happen. You're going to get hacked up with a machete.
The best way to burn fat and get shredded is not
I know, I don't do retakes, so we're going to skip this commercial.
Exactly, lady. If you come over here and start abusing women, you will get hacked up by a machete. I assure you. If you come over here and abuse me, my dad's got a nice big blade with your name on it. And how many passport bros have gotten hacked up? 0. So I guess that proves they're not here to abuse us. Funny how that little thing called logic works, isn't it?
Right.
My question is, how do you not feel slimy?
Take a look. It's the same as the one before. It's a face shape. It has a certain heft to it. And age, boys.
Pay attention. He's right. Look. It's always the same type of looking type women. Pay attention.
Yeah. And the rings. So cute. Let's see the energy. Let's see the feminine spirit.
And disgusting as a person, knowing full well that you are going to another country.
Slimy and disgusting with a double chin. Look at that. Ooh-wee. Those are some extra Kit Kats, some number 2 meals, extra large fries. Look at it. Look at it. Typical diabetes. Pre-diabetic at best. Talking about slimy and disgusting as she stuffs her face and she balloons up to linebacker weight.
I'm dead.
Magic height of what?
I'm dead. I'm sick of this guy. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of him. He's hilarious.
5'6". Come on, dude.
Seeking out women that you perceive as easier to manipulate, easier to control, and easier to take advantage of. And even if you do find some poor woman.
It's funny how they say easier to control, easier to take advantage of when she gets on Tinder, gets railed by some dude that considers her a practice chick, then doesn't sit around, takes off, and then ghosts her. Yeah, you go to the Philippines, you got to put in some work. You got to meet some people. You got to prove you got value, right? So they don't want to get used by foreigners.
Yep.
So who's the one that's easier? Who's the one that's getting manipulated more? Who's the Dumbo in this one? You're a practice chick. At best, bro. You're what we keep hitting when we go on droughts for multiple months and we ain't trying to.
This is a fact. It's called Slow Tuesdays. See, y'all ladies don't want the truth. That's what it is. Y'all want men to make y'all feel good. But if you want the truth, this lady right here, this is called a Slow Tuesday. Chicks like this. And you could tell, I'm stay quiet. I'm going to be nice right now. I'm going to be nice.
Put in the work at the moment. We got to get back in the saddle. Get the ring rust off. This the cow you go ride. The one the boys never tell you about.
And that needs a green card, wants to move to the U.S. or, needs money. That's still not love.
I'd rather use my hand in this. I'll be honest, boys. But I have homies that got no standards that will smash a cave troll. And they don't even care, dude. They'll show you that busted up fish, that trophy that they caught. There's men out there that are collectors of busted cave trolls. We all have a friend like that.
Yes, we do.
Harpooning whales, you need one of them. If you go out at the club and you try to pull, there's always a willy next to a hot chick. You got to man the harpoons. You got to call your homie to entertain her. You know how it goes, guys. Come on. We need a soldier to take the hit for everybody.
Let's go. Let's sit up a little bit here. Let's sit up.
I hope that you and all the other passport bros get exactly what you're looking for.
And they are getting exactly what they're looking for, and they're happy, and they're sharing it on social media, and you got butthurt. You seen it, and it didn't include you.
Yeah.
Of course. The famous, she just wants a green card argument. I get so tired of this one. Because contrary to what you all seem to think, most Filipinos are happy to stay right here in the Philippines.
Preach.
If our partner says he wants to live here, That's fine with us. We're really
Yeah, dude, when you go overseas, most genuine women do not want to come back to the States at all. Genuine women want to stay close to family. They want to raise their kids next to their extended family, the place they grew up in. They don't want to come and be a foreigner in a country all alone when they see everything that's going on with America today in the news in their country. How many shootings do we have? Stabbings, crazy shit going on with kids in school, our politics, homelessness, drug abuse. America is not what it used to be. The rest of the world has caught up and surpassed us in a bunch of things. We have shitty health care. You come here and you get hurt, dude, you're going bankrupt. You can't afford shit. That's wild. This country is amazing if you're rich. But if you're poor, America's a fucking trap, dude.
really not all that demanding.
He's speaking nothing but facts. Nothing but facts.
We just want a roof over our heads and a meal on the table. So what other insults you got?
You want to know what your problem is?
Oh my God, there's a look again. Man the harpoons. Get them ready.
Your entire life you were told that skinny is good and fat is the worst possible thing that you could be.
Now, hear me out. This is what I need y'all fellas to pay attention for, right? When women don't want to put in the work and actually lose the weight, they're going to try to do things to make you guys feel like you're wrong for feeling how you feel. What she's doing right now. Well, like you was taught that you was.
You're not able
It's about being healthy.
to wrap your head around fat people being comfortable in the skin that they're in.
Bro, is this the same person? It has to be, right?
Because you're uncomfortable in the skin that you're in. Fat women wearing outfits that you won't even wear because you're ashamed of your stretch marks. They wouldn't even give you a second look. The truth is, fat was never a bad thing.
Fat was never a bad thing, except the doctors that say if you got an excess amount of fat on your body, even a gram, increase in all-cause mortality. Oh my God. If it ain't bad, how come you're about to be on pre-diabetic medication, baby? How about why are you on 10 pills just to live? Why you got blood pressure medication, you're barely 30? Explain that shit. Why can't you feel your hands and you're only 30? About to chop your shit off. You got diabetes and you're about to lose a limb because you can't stop stuffing yourself. Weird how being fat ain't shit, right? Crazy.
Tell me where he said a lie. This is all shaming tactics, fellas. Pay attention.
Juan Antonio, thank you so much, brother, for the 100. The support means everything. These old whales can't admit most of us with passports are in the top percent of U.S. earners. Top 10%. We seek traditional women who haven't been run through. Thanks for what you do, bro. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Antonio. Appreciate you guys super chatting, dude. It helps a bunch. We've been getting targeted lately.
Ought not to like fat women. And you're definitely not gonna convince me that I'm secretly jealous of you because I can't wear your clothes. But nice try. This is fun. What's next?
Someone who comes from one of these third world countries.
Oh my God, here we go again. It's the same look. Hey, look, I can tell by the shoulders. I can just tell, dude. I've seen enough dating profiles to know this is probably one of her pictures. This is how you get famous, boys. Because then you click on the next picture and the harpoons need to come out. It is what it is.
That men go to pick up women, we know they're losers. We know that they go over there because they cannot get anyone in here. And if these men go over there thinking that these women want to build a family with them, that these passport bros want these women for sex, these women want them for money. And again, they deserve to be scammed. We know they're losers. We know that they cannot get any women.
The seething anger. This one got passed around by what's a Hispanic Chad name, boys?
Can y'all guys just see like the life being drained out of me? This is pathetic. This is sad. That a woman gotta actually sit there and say things like this to try to get women on their side.
Is it Eduardo? Hector? What's the Chad? What's the Spanish Chad name? Juan. Jose
Fabio.
Esteban. Hey, who was the guy in the 90s or 80s? It was the long-haired dude, and he was on all the books. He was really famous. What was his name? Do you guys remember Rico? Not Rico. Enrique? Fabio. Yes. Fucking Fabio. Fabio ran through that and didn't call her back. You guys remember the Fabio Chad dude? He was a specimen. He was on all over the books. God damn, Fabio just ran through and destroyed her, lives in her head rent free.
Women in here, that's why they go over there. And the same thing with the women. But let's not worry.
Boring. Calling guys losers and saying they
Right.
can't get a woman in the West is a tired old insult that just doesn't work. Because
Doesn't.
what you don't seem to realize is that it's not that they can get a Western woman, it's that they don't want one.
Sir, on behalf of all black
Here we go. On behalf of our speaking for everybody, but it's just my experience that I wanted to share. I'm fucking upset, and I look
women
like
everywhere,
I look like this. I look like what Kevin Samuels used to say, average at best. I can't get a man and keep him. My degrees don't mean shit. Men are looking for something totally different than what I was raised to believe. The strong independent queen narrative hasn't served me at all in the dating game. I'm most likely going to die alone with a dog. Oh my God, the prophecy.
Y'all see it, right? Y'all see it. I really want y'all to see something now. Hold up.
Has been.
We're gonna let her talk. We're gonna let her talk.
we absolutely do not give one solitary about you going to another country and finding a wife. Please go choose somebody else. And it never.
Look at that. We don't give a solitary F. You can go overseas and be happy. I'm not pressed at all. But let me make a video straight pressed.
Ends the way that y'all think it does. And I really feel sorry for those women. And so if they willing to pump it up, because we know that little thing don't work no more, if they willing to pump it up for y'all.
Shaming tactics, fellas. Listen, that is the number one line of all women to try to shame men. It doesn't work no more like, oh, you got little D energy. You got little D. Man, shut the... But those video where the guy was like, but I still cracked. Like, he's like, yeah, that's when you have a little, but I still cracked. It doesn't matter. Like, yo, y'all chicks
Have at it.
Wow, dude. Now we're attacking male sexuality, huh? So your dingling don't work. You gotta go overseas and get accepted by a woman who knows your dingling don't work. That's why you go overseas. We're just grasping straws everywhere.
Right.
She is so pressed, dude. More pressed than my damn suit from the cleaners. Ridiculous.
Have a great day.
Well, there it is. When you're out of ammo, just take the easy way out and go for the low-hanging fruit of a guy's junk. Call him a limp biscuit, a wet noodle, a rumpled foreskin. I'm sure they'll actually hurt his feelings so bad he won't want to leave anymore.
Right.
Just like I'm sure he'll totally believe that you don't care if he does. I mean, you don't sound mad or anything. So that's the end of the insults, but in case you lost track, here's a recap. Men that look in other countries for love
Pay attention.
are undesirable losers. They're pedophiles whose only interest is purchasing children to see you go. So at this point, does anyone still wonder
Fellas, pay
why these
attention.
guys want to escape? Well, at least one woman gets it.
If you actually look at a passport bro, which I know many of them, they are not going over there to grape and conquer. They are going over there because they are giving up over here.
Pause. Look at this one. How does she look? Look at this. Chiseled cheeks, jawline, would be rated attractive by most men.
Yep. See her
Takes
neck?
care of herself. No weird tattoos. No weird hair color. No weird piercings anywhere, right? And is about to be like why passport bros are correct. Okay. Notice that an attractive woman that probably gets a lot of men's attention has a completely different view on how men are and why they do what they do.
I already told y'all this. When beautiful women start speaking up for men, it's over. It's too late. Because now,
It's only the willies that complain. The willies that don't have access to any good men. Because no good men want them. So they go and blow off steam on TikTok with stupid videos doing the sign language thing. Thanks so much, NTech One. Healthcare Index by Country 2022 mid-year. U.S. ranks 33. Thailand ranks 8. Guess the U.S. better than all countries. Also, other countries put family first. There you go. Healthcare Index. We're number 33. What a joke. Of course we're that low. Most people can't afford to even go to the doctor if something goes wrong. They'll just stick with the ailments instead of going broke and losing everything else, going bankrupt. Yes, we may have better healthcare in terms of service when you can actually get it, and it is world class when you can afford the best of the best, but that's the exception to the rule. A vast majority of people have no access to healthcare. Therefore, it is one of the worst. Damn, dude, we're the richest country on X. What does that say about raising a family here in the States, too? Wouldn't you be able to raise a healthier family elsewhere?
The reality is that there are too many women that are saying that they don't need men. Men want to be needed. They want to feel valued, like they are protectors. They say that they're tired trying to find a woman in the United States, let alone a metropolitan area like LA or New York, where women say, I don't need a man, go away, who do you think I am? My purpose in this is to defend the...
Ladies, I've been saying this for the longest time. The worst thing you can tell to a strong man, a powerful man, influential man, is you don't need a man. You want a man. Oh, man.
passport bros, because they're not raping and pillaging and like doing anything crazy. They just want a traditional woman.
And that's basically it.
And that's basically it. Y'all already know I'm your host, Michael May. Thank you for being here at the Hit Me Out podcast. Y'all already know what time it is. Michael May, we are out of it. I'm exhausted just watching that whole that whole plethora of insult. It's just, oh, y'all already know, Michael May. We are out.